playoff ready. If there was any doubt about the Edmonton Oilers and their ability to be playoff ready, I think those doubts were absolutely silenced tonight. They held the LA Kings to 1 goal. They played the LA Kings game in terms of defensive structure, and they absolutely wiped the floor with the Kings, especially on the physical side of the game, out hitting the Kings 49-32. Hello, everyone. My name is Austin. Welcome to the post-game recap of the Oilers' terrific 4-1 victory over the Los Angeles Kings. Do not let that shot clock fool you. This game was a lot closer than it seemed, and once the Oilers got up 3-0 in the third period, they sat back and they just played terrific defense, good structured defense against the Kings, and when they broke down, Stuart Skinner was there to save them. I thought Skinner had a terrific game. Let's jump into the post-game recap, starting with the first period. Now, Evander Kane, first shift of the game for Evander, just a minute in, he absolutely demolishes Drew Doughty. Now, Drew Doughty, he tried to get out of the way of the hit because he saw Kane coming, and this set the tone for the entire game for the Oilers. Evander Kane, he set the physical tone. Again, I always say, I've been hard on Evander Kane. I've been like, hey, he's got to be ready for these games. Can he be there in these playoff atmosphere games? Is he going to be good to go? He's not scoring right now, but that hit on Drew Doughty completely set the tone. Now, he was called for a trip, but in my opinion, Drew Doughty trying to step out of the way of the hit actually led to him getting clipped on the knee a little bit with Evander Kane. I don't think Evander Kane actually was trying to trip him. He was just trying to throw the body. Now, after that play by Evander Kane, the Oilers' penalty kill went to work. They were absolutely terrific. They did not give up a single shot on either of the penalties that they took. So the penalty kill was great, and the Oilers targeted Drew Doughty and the LA defense all night. They were physical. Everybody was physical tonight. Even Warren Fogle was getting in on the physicality, and you love to see that. So first period, like I mentioned, Evander Kane, physical early, called for a trip. Oilers make the kill. Skinner with a couple good saves not long after, and then it's 4-on-4 for a little bit, and then Conor McDavid scores off of a rebound to make it 1-0 for Edmonton and gets the crowd absolutely in a frenzy. Now, that is the 120th point for Conor McDavid. That is his third straight season of 120 points or more, and that is the first time since Wayne Gretzky went from 1989 to 1992 in that stretch. So Conor McDavid's the first player to do that since Wayne Gretzky in 1992. 3 straight seasons of 120 points. Congrats to Conor McDavid, and he ended up, not being quiet the rest of the night either. He had a couple more points, but we will talk about it. Oilers were playing physical, and they were absolutely giving the Kings fits, and you love to see it. Their neutral zone play was great. Defensive structure was great in the first period. At the end of the first, it was 1-0 Edmonton. The shots were 8-7 for the Kings, but the expected goals were 1-0.3 in favor of the Oilers. Now, in the second period, the LA Kings, you expected a response. It's not often that they get down like that and that they are out. LA is known to be a physical team, and the Oilers hit them, and they were playing more physical than LA usually is. So LA comes out flying. The shots were 7-0 Kings early in that second period. The first 3-4 minutes, LA was all over the Oilers, but the Oilers, they bent, but they weren't breaking. McLeod just missed on a chance. Cody Ceci then has a good look. Fogle then hammers Doughty, who's been a target all night up to that point. Every time Doughty touched the puck, there was at least one, sometimes two Oilers just swarming him, and you love to see that. Hyman was stopped alone in front. Kings were moving the puck quick. Draisaitl got a good shot on a Kings giveaway. Nuge with a good battle with Doughty down low in the corner. And then Conor McDavid was taken down, and there was no call. That top line, they had a ton of pressure late in the second period. They were hemming the LA Kings in, almost a 2-minute shift against the LA Kings. Conor McDavid, he cut to the middle, and he was hauled down. There was no call. Could not believe that. I wanted to make a note of that, though. And then Skinner made 3 saves in a row. Unbelievable saves. Desharnais kind of fumbled the puck behind the net. Puck came out on front, and then Stuart Skinner, but the one thing I'll say about Stuart Skinner tonight, he was square and he didn't look like he was panicking. Pucks were hitting him. They weren't popping out in areas that players could get a good second chance. And when they did, the Edmonton defenders were there to clear the puck. And then right at the end of the second period, McDavid gets the puck to Draisaitl. He tries a wrap around. The puck goes up and it hits Adam Henrique in the chest. Puck deflects past Cam Talbot for a 2-0 lead. Absolute backbreaker against the Kings. Now up 2-0 heading to the third. End of the second, the shots were 18-17 in favor of LA. The expected goals were 1.8 to 1.75 in favor of the Kings as well, but the score was 2-0 Edmonton. Heading to the third period now, it was a good opening shift by the Draisaitl line, who I actually thought looked good. Their expected goals for as a unit aren't great when I look on Money Puck, but I actually thought Draisaitl, Fogle, and McLeod played a great game. Anderson got shaken up. Hyman was called for an interference penalty. And then Janmark made a great tip in close on the penalty kill. He had a good rush. He got the stick on it. Cam Talbot made a good save on Matthias Janmark. Oilers with a terrific penalty kill. Kings did not get set up. They did not get a shot. And then Zach Hyman draws a hooking call. The Oilers go on the power play. And then Conor McDavid, he gets the puck to Evan Bouchard, who absolutely rifles it over Cam Talbot's glove to make it 3-0 Edmonton. That is Conor McDavid's third point of the game. He's now only a couple points back of Nikita Kucherov for first place in the league now. That was the 16th goal of the season for Evan Bouchard, his 74th point. You love to see it. Corey Perry then had a good chance after the power play. Kane had a good feed in front, and then a scrum ensued, of course, with Kane and Perry out there. There's going to be some scrums after whistles. And then a great pass to Henrique from Leon Draisaitl. Henrique was stopped. Janmark with a good hit on Laferriere. Skinner with a big save on Kaliev. Connor Brown whistles one just wide, and then Skinner made a good save on Kempe. And I thought the Oilers were defending the neutral zone very well with about 8 minutes left in the third, 7 minutes left. LA was really struggling getting into the zone. However, they really started to press in the last 7 minutes. Skinner with a massive glove save. Then Kaliev breaks the shutout, 3-1. Now, Matthias Ekholm, I'm going to give him a break here. He very rarely makes a mistake. Evan Bouchard pinched up in the neutral zone, but there was coverage back, so I'm not going to blame Bouchard here. Matthias Ekholm down low in the right corner. He went to make a little play on the backhand. The puck kind of got up on edge. He didn't get all of it. Puck came out in front. Kaliev was all alone in the slot. He buried it. There's not much Skinner could do. And for Matthias Ekholm, that's like his first major mistake I've seen in like weeks for him, maybe even months. So I'm not going to worry about that one. And the Oilers, they were not fazed by that either. The Kings continued to press, pulled the net with 3:30 to play. Oilers iced it with 2:51. Skinner made a great save. And then Skinner robbed Kempe as well. The LA Kings take a timeout with 1:03. And then Cody Ceci scores the empty netter from about 195 feet away from the net. Leon Draisaitl, he won 3 straight defensive zone draws. So Leon Draisaitl's face-off skill came up clutch. Cody Ceci with his 3rd goal of the season. You love to see that. I mentioned in the pregame report that Cody Ceci had been playing better. I would like to still see Troy Stetcher get in the lineup here and there, but there's everyone on the Oilers right now is playing like they want to stay in the lineup, and they deserve to stay in the lineup. Final score, 4-1 Oilers. The shots ended up being 33-20 in favor of the LA Kings. The expected goals were 3.3 to 2.7 in favor of the Kings. Like I mentioned, the shot clock is the Oilers kind of went into a shell when they got up 3-0. They played great structured hockey. And as I mentioned with Stuart Skinner, when the defense kind of was stretched out a little bit, Skinner was there to backstop them. If Stuart Skinner plays like that, if the defense plays like this, and if the Oilers as a unit, a full team effort, full 60 minutes, plays like this, they are going to be very difficult to play in the playoffs. My 3 stars. 3rd star, I'm giving to Leon Draisaitl. He had 3 assists tonight. 2nd star, Conor McDavid, 1 goal, 2 assists. And my 1st star is Stuart Skinner. He had 32 saves and 2.1 goals saved above expected. This was one of the best games of the season for Stuart Skinner. I would have loved to see him get that shutout, but, it's unfortunate. However, next up for the Oilers, it is at home versus the Anaheim Ducks on Saturday at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, just before Easter Sunday. It is a matinee game. I am curious to see if Calvin Pickard gets the start against Anaheim. We'll give Stuart Skinner some rest. My apologies. So, what did all of you think about the game tonight? Did this solidify Edmonton as being playoff ready? In my opinion, it did. I know it's a 1-game sample size and people are going to be like, oh, you're negative, but now you're like overly positive. No, this was a terrific game. The Oilers showed it against the Winnipeg Jets. Now they've showed it against the LA Kings. They are 11-3-2 in their last 16 games against playoff teams. Edmonton is ready to go against playoff teams. They are a team that is preparing for the playoffs, and Chris Knobloch has these guys. They are playing the system, and when Edmonton plays like this, they are very hard to beat. What did you think about the game? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section below. As always, if you like these post-game recaps and you want to see more, make sure you hit like. If you really like them, make sure you hit subscribe. Tell somebody that you love them. And tomorrow I will have a lot more to talk about in the day after discussion video. Have a wonderful night. Have a safe night. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Go Oilers. Oh, I forgot the victory chain. Oh no, everyone's going to be yelling at me in the comments. I forgot to wear the victory chain. My bad. Oh no.